What up, everybody? It's your boy Moore, and we talking about Shadow Slave today. Let's get it. It's been a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, where do we even start? Where do we even start? A lot happened. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna talk about all the stuff I haven't talked about until now. If it ever becomes important or they highlight it again, we'll talk about it. You know, stuff like people of God grave, in Sun Realm, and how the fifth nightmare corrupted them and stuff like that. They were all became secret beings, you know. Um, Condemnation, desolation, all the other ones. The eagle that was basically inside the skull that Sunny was so scared about during the God grave, basically Volume 9. Whenever they mentioned that during the war, and obviously Asterion pulling up, that was crazy. I wish I talked about it. I wish, but he was hit. I ain't gonna lie. Even though it's like he just got how do you say he's safe because of what he is and what he are, right? He's holding humanity hostage. But then hey, that's what I'm saying. He only moving like that because of that, but it's not like, let's not take away from how he's moving, even though it's because of that. Because hey, that's just him. He could have still been more cautious and shit like that, but no, he just pulled up on them like, nah, my name is Asterion. I'm the fourth Supreme, one of the original three Supremes, because they think Broken Sword, blah blah blah, wasn't. And yeah, we won't talk about that. Um, Rain and her cohort, without her obviously going to the nightmare, you know, the big meeting, I ain't gonna lie. If I talked about the meeting when the chapters were coming out, I would have been heated. Just because Sunny wasn't in there, bro. He's just hiding in the shadows and stuff like that. While Cassie was there, I know her, like, I know, but like there was mostly saints, barely any mundanes, barely like just they said a master or two. Like you could have showed up, bro. You could have been there defended Nephis, and as soon as he showed up to defend Nephis, it would have backtracked and they're like, oh, why did you? Okay, so never mind. Sorry, brain fart moment. Yeah, I think that's most of the stuff that happened since I haven't talked about it, right? Desolation and condemnation and Sun Realm. Asterion pulling up, the meeting, them going to the nightmare. Oh, and the Glass Hill, yup. A whole new region. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, even though it's like, we just got released to it. Lord of Hell, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my boy Dar. You know what I'm saying? And then let's talk about what the stuff with Mordred right now, because that shit was hype. I'm not gonna lie. The last two chapters were hype. We can talk about how Mordred took over, killed everybody. Before that, Asterion took everybody or whatever. That's all cool. But let's talk about the latest two chapters, bro. Sunny and Mordred yapping. But it was good yapping, okay? They was yapping, but it was good yapping. He's like, yo, I thought you had morals, bro. I thought you had a code you go by, some rules. What's up with that? Why did you kill everybody here? He's like, well, Asterion, but he's like, no bullshit, bro. They were still alive. We could have done something. He's like, I don't believe you. But even if I did, blah, blah, blah. Mordred, since becoming a Supreme, he's not himself no more, okay? Maybe he is, but then he's even more unhinged, you could say. He's more like Asterion now, type shit. Before, maybe he was like Asterion, a little weird, a little like, he's like, there's something off about this guy. But now he's completely gone, Not completely, but he's unhinged. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's just scared. Because he doesn't want to fight Sunny. He doesn't want to fight Nephis. But then he'd do all that stuff because, Asterion or whatever. He's just scared of Asterion. Asterion had to do something to him when he was a kid to make him fear him that much. Even though Asterion is a little scary, I ain't gonna lie. Even, Sunny is like, he's not scared of him, but he's scared of his powers. The same thing with Nephis, all of that. But basically, I want to say a couple stuff from last chapter. Where is Sunny and Nephis are trying to go? Obviously, everybody gonna be like, Tomb of Ariel. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But why do I feel like they're gonna go somewhere else? Even though basically the whole conclusion of Volume 10 was Sunny being like, you know what? Maybe I was tripping about. Shadowbound, Shadowbound. Maybe I was tripping about that. Maybe it's not so bad. Nephis never actually, used her authority on me. Unless it was, to my benefit, blah, blah, blah. So, I want to know, since that was the conclusion of Volume 10, are they actually going to get his fate back? And maybe he's like, maybe with Fated, I'll find an answer. I'll find something. Or is it to the underworld to get Shadow Weave? And maybe from there, he's going to be like, well, maybe with Shadow Weave, I can kill Asterion. Or I can do something to him. I don't know. Because he could already, like he was telling Mordred, well, yeah, maybe I can't kill you, but maybe they couldn't kill you or they destroyed your soul, but it didn't work. But have they ever struck at your shadow? Since he could do it now. Like the Shadow Blade Kurt ability, Sunny got it now. We remember when he got, I forgot if it was one of the weaves or when he became a Supreme. But one of them. I just forgot. I know he has it. So, are they going to the underworld to get Shadow Weave to make that ability even stronger and then go after Asterion? Are they going to the Tomb of Ariel? Or are they going to a new place? And if they do go to a new place, please, let it be the little fucking tomb that was in the burnt forest, bro. When we were first getting these chapters, when Sunny first found the burnt forest after leaving the Forgotten Shore, he's like, what is this ominous feeling I'm getting from this? What they call it? I forgot if he called it a tomb or if he called it something else. It's like somebody buried there, basically. I don't know what's that. I always think about it. It was just so interesting to me because it's so out of place. I feel like if he had Fated, Fated would definitely, or something gold would glow out of there or something, and he would have won it there, and then everything would have been fine. But I don't know. I want to go there no matter what. Please, G3, don't forget that. Good. Now, Cassie having a vision. He's like, well, since Mordred is, started, he started the genocide, we don't actually have any time. We need to leave now, ASAP. And then after a little bit, he's like, and then this vision of Cassie is the only one I can't ignore. How is Cassie having visions? What? Unless it, I don't know, man. And I was going to say something, but I don't want to say it. How is she having visions? We need explanations. You know what I'm saying? I always go back to she's probably using Weaver's mask. I don't know. That's the only explanation. It's she has good affinity to fate. The mask is about seeing all of fate. Maybe with that, even though fate is broken, she's still seeing a vision or something. Because this is still before like Cassie with being with Rain and they're running to the Ebony Tower when we see more Mordred last time. It's probably gonna lead to that. Like we'll get to it. Oh yeah, Rain, a master. What's her ability, bruh? Like what happened? But okay, back to it. So yeah, she had a vision. I don't know. It has to be. To me, it has to be Weaver's mask. Cause how else is she gonna see like a vision? It make no sense. It make no sense to me. So that vision. And then Slayer kicking ass. I ain't gonna lie. Sunny's finally becoming a menace, bro. Finally, we seen, the Sovereign of Death. He didn't have his powers, even though he did. He was low-key Aura farming Okai in the Death game, but he did have all of it. You know what happened with Mirage City. I don't gotta talk about that. And Eternal City, we could, but they literally, like, what did actually, like, even though, like, if it wasn't for Sunny, they couldn't conquer the Eternal City. That's not what I'm saying. But what he himself as an individual did. They couldn't even kill the Flesh of Connacht. Jet killed one of the 9. And I forgot the pirate fucker, whatever. And Nephis killed the third contender, which is the Madness of Connacht. So he was trying to be Asterion type shit. That chapter was so fucking good, by the way. When he was like, he came and he has an astronaut. I'm like, but no, it was just the madness of Canuck trying to, play games and shit. Um, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Through all of these, like, since he became a sovereign, other than, aura farming on Anvil, killing him, all that, the little facade they had with Nephis. Other than that, we haven't really seen the Sovereign of Sex, Sovereign of Death, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But now, even though he's only in a transcendence body, Dar, hey, he's like, oh, that's a nice body you got there. More like, yep. It's even its ability with my perception, I can see everything. And now Sonny's like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And then Sonny goes in, kneels down. You know what? While Mordred and Dar's body, bleeding, there's an arrow right here. It was like, meet Slayer, bro. She's the GOAT. Literally, like, that's what it means. She's the GOAT. Like, don't even feel bad that you could see everything. She's still the GOAT, though. She's the GOAT. And he falls to the floor. In a low tone. Menacing, you know what I'm saying? We finally see something. Come on. Let's go, G3. I miss Sonny, man. I miss Sonny. It's like, ever since his problems, like they were saying a couple chapters, ever since his problems became the world problems, it's like, Sonny haven't been Sonny. So, I'm glad a little bit more. And then his Mordred is like, wow, I really like that body. Like, so what do you want to do? Like, even though Asterion is out or around, you still want to fight? Like, are we doing it? He's like, nah, I'm just going to leave you a gift. And guess who? The Rat King himself is coming out to deal with Mordred. He's like, yeah, that's just one of my cursed shadows. You can deal with my cursed shades. That's just one of my cursed shades. You can deal with them. I'm gonna just give you one. If it was like 2 or 3, you'll probably be fucked. He already dropped a cursed motherfucker on him before. Now he's just giving him a curse shade. He's like, even though you're a supreme now, just all of this. Yeah, I'm gone. I gotta go to Tomb of Ariel or Underworld or somewhere else. I gotta go. And the chapter ends. And I couldn't wait to make a YouTube video. It's been so good. You know what I'm saying? And now I want to know, since that is it, since that the end, please, is it going to go to Sonny going back to Nephis and be like, oh, Mordred, we got to leave. And are we going to know what's with Cassie's vision? What's going on? Where they going? Or are we going to come back to Mordred meeting Cassie in the Ebony Tower? And he's like, oh, welcome to my domain. After he probably got fucked up by the Rat King. Because it's still fraudulent to me. I ain't going to lie. King, he's the king of off screens. That's what he is. He's up there with Blackbeard with the off screen shit. You know what I'm saying? So until then, he's still fraudulent to me. And that's how the chapter ended. I want to know like what's gonna happen today. We'll probably get 2 chapters. Please don't make it 1 chapter. 2. We need 2. So in like I don't know 6-7 hours. Until then, y'all let me know what you think. I'm gonna try being more consistent. I know. I keep saying that, but hey. I'm gonna upload when I can, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna actually try to be at least once a week. If anything, I know I'm on the weekend, I'm free. On the weekend, y'all getting a video on God. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all let me know what's happening. And I'm tired of talking about it by myself. Okay? I always have the Discord down in my description. So, if y'all ever want to be part of the videos where we all talk about it, we all discuss Shadow Slaves, new chapters, all that, you just join and DM me. Or write a message there. Or as soon as you join, I'm going to know. I'm going to DM you. Because, like, who the fuck joined? You know what I'm saying? I got y'all. So, y'all let me know. Let me know how you think about these chapters. What's been your favorite thing so far? To me, I ain't going to lie. Even though we didn't talk about it. It was the lore about the sacred beings. About, like, all the Supremes that were in the Sun Realm. And you know what's crazy? These chapters made me like what's going on with Moment of Weakness even more. With Aurelia, I don't know, the city with all the so fire. Moment of Weakness. If you haven't checked it out, it's a fanfic. Really good shit. Shout out to G3. Shout out to I think Not Epic for the thumbnails. And shout out to Bloody Crown something. I don't know, some numbers. I think he's the guy for Moment of Weakness. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one, man. I'm gone.